Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 263 of our Be a Better You annual challenge. We're doing one thing every day to be a better version of ourselves, a better human being. Today's topic, along with this whole month, is we're focusing on spiritual health and well-being, is forgiveness. I don't know about you, but forgiveness is a biggie. I went to, as I was preparing for today's video last night, I grabbed my book, Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. I know it's backwards. That just is an Android thing. But there's some really good segments in here. She's got exercises on how to forgive, but I want to cover a couple of important points of why forgiveness even matters. And I'm not talking about just forgiving other people for things that they've done to us or how they've hurt us in the past, but probably most importantly, forgiving ourselves, because it's what we hold against ourselves or what we don't forgive ourselves for that usually holds us back from creating the life that we want. And Louise talks a lot about that. She's got, and this whole book, the concept in this book is that anything that's wrong with us, any pain we have in our body, there is a way to release it and let it go and help ourselves feel better and to release and reduce pain. She's got it broken down by even symptoms or diseases. And she contends, and I guess I have to agree with her based on my testing of this theory and using these exercises and things on myself, she's absolutely right. I think I found her book, excuse me, early on in my life when because I've kept it by my bedside for literally decades now. And I think I found it when I was having all kinds of health challenges in my early 20s. And I, for a long time, couldn't walk. I couldn't see. I couldn't walk. I had kidney challenges. I had all kinds of systemic stuff going wrong with me. And the doctors basically said, hey, sorry, this is all we can do. Come back and see us in 6 months. Keep taking these crazy drugs we've got you on. And that was back in the day before they did like team assessments and whole body systemic assessments to try to figure out what was interacting with what, and even drugs that were interacting with what. This was before the internet. So there was no access to information like there is nowadays to figure those things out. And come to find that as part of my journey, I found her book, You Can Heal Your Life, and read that. And I don't know if the cards were out by then or not yet, but I know I was looking for something because I didn't like the way my life was going. And I really loved this book. I still love it. I still refer to it every once in a while. But the really interesting part was, as I looked up forgiveness, two ailments came up, and I have both of them, and both of them are tied to forgiveness. So as much as I think I've forgiven people for the past and forgiven myself, I obviously have not. So I'll be doing her exercises today, and I challenge you to do them too. But mine, I'm going to share mine just so you know that how spot on this is. My knees, I have trouble with my left knee, and it says forgiveness, tolerance, compassion. I move forward without hesitation. And that's the affirmation. Louise Hay, I learned my love of affirmations from the I am statements of what we want to be, not what we are. And so she takes every ailment and gives you an affirmation to offset that thing that's bothering you. And the other one was both hip and then arthritis. And this one really is funny. I joyfully move forward, supported and sustained by the power of life. I move into my greater good. I am secure. And then it says arthritis in parentheses, love and forgiveness. I let others be themselves and I am free. Obviously, spot on for me. And so she also talks about every ailment, everything that's wrong with us, every pain that we experience in our life, everything that doesn't go our way is somehow tied to unforgiveness. Now, I don't know if this is so or not, but if it's true, why not just let everything go, forgive people, and let them go their way and you go yours and create the life that you want. She's got an exercise in here for that, a forgiveness exercise. I'm going to share a couple of high points about it. If you want to know more and go through it in detail, if there's several of us, I will do another recording and another training on exactly how to go through this exercise that she shares. I love that it's got a couple of interesting components because sometimes we know intellectually we have the ability to let go of everything, but emotionally we hang on to it. We hang on to it because we think it's protecting us. Our ego helps us to hang on to things that we should have long since let go of. She talks about resentment, and resentment is a form of not forgiving, right? If I resent somebody's success, how likely am I to achieve success? Not very. So the first step is releasing. And if you're not ready to release, there's some things that you can do. Forgiveness is the second step of the process for letting the past go. So often we're not living in the present moment. We're not being mindful and present. We're living in either past memories or we're worried about the future. And guess what? None of that helps us, because the only time we can create anything is right now. So we want to let go of anything that's holding us back, do the best we can creating right now so we create a better future and the future that we want. So then she has an exercise for dissolving resentment, first and foremost. She got it from Emmett Fox. No idea who that is. I suppose I could look it up, but basically he recommends that you sit quietly, close your eyes, allow your mind and body to relax, then imagine yourself sitting in a darkened theater, and in front of you on the stage is the person that you resent or the person you want to forgive. You imagine them on the stage and all good, positive things happening to them. It could be somebody from your past, it could be somebody from your present. I don't think we can come up with people from our future, but they could be living or dead. Maybe you have a parent or an aunt or uncle or somebody that said something terrible to you that is still affecting you and your confidence today, but they've long since passed. Well, I think it's time to let that go and let them go with it so that you can create the life that you want. So clearly see that person on the stage, happy and thriving and living their best life. I know this is a hard one, which is why I like the next step of the process she shares. But for right now, do that. If you can do that and then let that person go, it dissolves all the dark clouds and all the negativity that's associated with that person or that thing or that resentment that you have. The next one, if you have someone in your life that has done real damage and trauma to you and you want revenge for some reason, and Louise recommends that we do the exercise about seeing people from the past as they come up happy on stage and letting them go every day for 30 days and see how much lighter that makes you feel. But then this next one is, what if there's somebody that really has harmed you and you want revenge? I can think of a person that I would like revenge on. So I'm going to do this exercise today. And what you do is you imagine all the revenge and how the revenge would feel, and then you let it go. And once you have done your imaginary revenge, then you can move on to the forgiveness exercise, right? And see them on that stage positive and happy, because that allows you to be positive and happy and move forward with your life. So do this exercise. If you can do it with a partner. And again, you sit quietly with your eyes closed and say, the person I need to forgive is blank, and I forgive you for blank. And then do this over and over again. And, sometimes we have many things to forgive. If you've never done a forgiveness exercise, you might have like a big list. I'm just going to make a list today because I haven't done one for a while, and go through this exercise. And then when you've cleared as much as you possibly can, turn your attention to yourself. Because like I said, chances are you've forgotten and let go of a lot, if not all of the resentments from your past, but you haven't forgiven yourself for the part you played in that. I, for the longest time, had forgiven my ex-husband, but I hadn't forgiven myself for choosing him in the first place, as making a huge mistake being the wrong choice for me. But when you've cleared as much as you can, you turn your attention on yourself and you say, I forgive myself for blank. Do this for another 5 minutes or so. It's a powerful exercise and good to do at least once a week to clear any things that might be holding you back, or anything you might have said. Oh, I said that stupid thing at this meeting, whatever. Really, let that go, clear that. Anything like that pops up, we want to let go of and clear. So I don't know if I've been clear on what we're doing today, but we are forgiving ourselves and other people today. Even if you just forgive yourself today, awesome. That will move your light years ahead. But if you can forgive yourself and even one other person, that would be exponentially positive for you in your life and make you feel lighter. All right. That is our topic for today, forgiveness. Love to know your take on this. Love to know if you try one of these exercises and how it makes you feel, right? Share in the comments below so we can learn from one another. And if you want to do like a group forgiveness session, we can do that too. Just let me know in the comments below or DM me. Have a great day, and I'll of course be with you tomorrow.